If you look at affordable housing, we are basically looking at what does affordable means, yeah? And we say, okay, roughly the definitions across the EU to say, okay, 35% of the household net income can be paid for rents. That's affordable, yeah. And if we now look at Germany, we say we look at statistics and say, okay, roughly 60% of the overall German population has a household net income of maximum 3,600 euros. If we now take the 30%, 35% roughly, you can pay roughly 1,000 euros per month for your home. And if we translate that into the topic that in Germany every household has 2 people, which require roughly 40-50 square meters, you have a total square meters of roughly, let's say, 100 square meters. You can only pay 1,000 euros for 100 square meters, which is relatively low. And that means, on the other hand, that the rents you usually can afford, including site costs, are 6 to 7 euros. Yeah. If we now look at our the LivingConference, and if we ask developers what they are aiming to build, they say, okay, we can build for 3,500K, so we need to charge rents at 15 euros per square meter. And so that's far away from what can actually the majority of the Germans can afford at the end, yeah. So, and what we then basically say is we need to find solutions. How can we make residential space affordable? What are the solutions in Germany? We heard that partly also from Marlene Beckers in the conference. She had a dedicated presentation about also the number of social units which are decreasing, and what we believe, or what also the company I'm working for is doing, is to say, okay, how can we use existing stock, trying to maybe refurbish, to make it more proper, to offer it, maybe even to split apartments, yeah, to accommodate the needs of affordable homes of people who can only afford a certain rent, yeah. So the key message for us is, I think it doesn't really make sense to think a lot about constructing new units, because it's too expensive simply, but rather to say, what can we do with our existing stock to make this affordable to these 60% I just mentioned.